Now it's time for Quarantine Tonight. Live from an undisclosed location north of the Platte River, here's your host, Mike Flood.
Well, welcome back. Can you believe it's Wednesday already? It's dark and it's getting much cooler these days, except a warm-up tomorrow. Jeff Fox, our chief meteorologist, has all the details. Enjoy it while you can tomorrow because things could get a little wet and wild and maybe white over the weekend. Snow in the forecast. You're watching Quarantine Tonight, brought to you by the University of Nebraska Medical Center. We had a great show last night with Mike Semerad and the Riverhawks from the Lincoln area. They just knocked it out of the park with some Buddy Holly of many. Lots of good comments that we had on our show last night, so we hope you enjoyed them. I want to put another plug in for the month of November. You're going to want to watch Quarantine Tonight. We are putting together a schedule that is the best. We are going to be going to 5 days a week some nights. Of course, we got a few football games here and there, but we have a big show planned for Thanksgiving night. We also, of all things, have a afternoon-long marching band competition. I want to give Chad Barnhill the credit. Actually, let's have Chad come in for a second here. Chad is the owner of Midwest Music Center. His wife is a band teacher. He is a supplier of instruments to kids all over the state and a musician himself. Chad, you came up with the idea because you coached the marching band at Norfolk Senior High, and you said basically these kids really have no outlet because of coronavirus.
Yeah, I'm the drumline assistant there at, drumline captain and runner of the band there. Todd Cook does the senior high band. But yeah, that's what came together is basically all the competitions. I'd say all of them. Most of them got canceled. And so basically they had no outlet for marching band in the state of Nebraska. So the concept was, how can we come to News Channel Nebraska and make a virtual invite for a marching contest? And it came out really well. So thanks to Mr. Mike Flood here, we're going to have a News Channel Nebraska marching band invite that has, I believe, 15 to 18 schools across the whole state of Nebraska. I mean, as far west and as far east and north and south as you can go, and that you'll be able to watch those shows, and some of them will actually be competitive, so it's going to be great.
What's awesome about this is that we're sending out photographers, camera operators to all these different bands, and basically we get up high above them, and we get down on the ground, and we show them marching. It's amazing how fast schools put their hand up and said, yeah, we'll do it. Kearney's going to be in there. They have a great band. Crofton has a great band. I think there's a lot of them in there. Which one surprised you that signed up?
Oh, God, Gearing, way out west. That was really awesome to see that. So we have something from way out in western Nebraska, Norfolk City, Columbus High School. I can see.
Columbus has a great band, too.
Yes, it's great. In Lincoln. So basically, what's really cool is, again, you've grasped the whole state of Nebraska for a variety of marching bands for the high school, competitive to exhibition. And they all of them are super excited because they get to really show off what they've been doing all season long. Literally thousands, I can't tell you, thousands of kids in the state of Nebraska are not getting to do what these kids are doing right now. So like in Omaha Public School, a lot of those schools are just done. They didn't have a marching competition this year. And then tens of thousands of people nationwide had their marching competition just go away. So these kids are really excited the fact that they get to do this.
November 22nd, noon, high noon on that Sunday. It's going to be a marching band competition right here on News Channel Nebraska. Let's begin tonight with our evening prayer.
Hello, and thanks for inviting me to be part of your program this evening. My name is Jay Daniel, and I pastor a church here in Norfolk called Renewed Hope Christian Community. Our church may not look like other churches in that we meet in small groups in homes throughout the week. We do not do regular weekend services, but we do gather monthly as a larger congregation, if you will. We center around the three major principles that we love God, we love others, and we offer hope. If you'd like to check us out, you can find us at renewedhopecc.org or check us out on Facebook at Renewed Hope Christian Community. As we start here this evening, let's begin with a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, Almighty God, you are an incredible God. You have been called the fountain of all joy. And here this evening, Lord, as we listen to music, as we enjoy the talents and the gifts that you've given the musicians here this evening. Lord, help us be mindful of all that you're doing in our lives, including the joy of music that you send to us through this programming. God, we ask that you would be with each of us this evening. Lord, I know that some of us are struggling with isolation. Some of us are struggling to just be home alone and to not have interaction with a lot of other people. Lord, I ask that you would send your peace and your grace upon all of us, that we would know you more and more each day and be closer to you and be closer to one another. Lord, we love you. We love other people. Lord, may this program and may all of us here in our own individual ways offer hope to your people around us. Lord, tonight we ask that you would hear our prayer. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All righty, guys, let's kick off the show.
5 and then 4.
All right, welcome back to Quarantine Tonight. We have a band here tonight from Central Nebraska, Borderline. And when I say Central Nebraska, some people say, oh, you know, Central Nebraska. To people in Omaha, sometimes it's York. But the reality is, Central Nebraska to these guys, this is, let's just get all the towns in here. Let's introduce everybody. This is our...
We got Andy Martin over here on guitar from Callaway, Nebraska.
Callaway.
Yep. Down on the bass from North Loop, Nebraska, Mr. Denny Hansen. And on the other guitar from Bradshaw, Nebraska, Mr. Terry King.
Bradshaw. Hey, that's in... What county is that? What county is that in? Is that
Near York.
York, I was going to say. By Henderson, kind of, over there. All right, we got you. All right, let's talk about this band tonight. We have been promoing it all week. You like old country? If you like country music, you like Dierks Bentley, you're hearing a lot of that tonight. Besides country, any other influences?
Oh man, we do some classic rock. We do some CCR and some of the Hollies. And
where do you usually play?
Well, we play all over Nebraska. We've been to Kansas, South Dakota, Colorado, Wyoming, Iowa.
How long did it take you to get to this undisclosed location here?
Today it took us 4 hours.
Oh my gosh! And so you got to go back. Or are you just going to stay here for a couple days?
We're going to stay the night. We'll
are
go
you?
back in the morning, yeah.
Oh, well, we're going to have to get you an extra round.
Well.
Well, we're glad you're here. We want to welcome Borderline here from Central Nebraska. They're going to put on a great show. We'll talk more to them coming up. You're watching Quarantine Tonight.
Lord, it's the same old tune, fiddle and guitar. Where do we take it from here? Rhinestone suits and new shiny cars. It's been the same way for years. We need a change. Somebody told me when I came to Norfolk, T.R., you finally got it made. Oh, Mike made it. We're all sure that you will, but I don't think Flood done this way. No, I don't think Mike done them this way. So I'll understand it. All you sure hang on this way, and it old Hank really do 'em this way. Lordy, I seen the world with a 4-piece band. is now and then, but I don't think Hank done 'em this way. No, I don't think Hank did 'em this way. Take her home, TK. First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing, and a youngin's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild. My mama seen that no one lay in store. Despite all my Sunday learning, through the bad I kept on turning. Tell Mama she couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her bleeding night and night, that leaves on to me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Dear old daddy, rest his soul, left my mama heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. Now I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her bleeding night and night, that leaves on to me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Yeah, that leaves on to me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. All right. Hey, thanks for dancing, everybody. Gotta turn it over to Mr. Terry King over there. Let him do your little Don Williams. Well, I left Oklahoma, driving in a Pontiac, just about to lose my mind. I was going through Arizona on my way to California, where the women's all look so fine. My baby said I'm crazy, my mama called me lazy, gonna show 'em all this time. You know that I ain't fooling and I don't need no more schooling. I was born to walk the line, living on Tulsa time, living on Tulsa time. Well, I know when I've been through it, 'cause I set my watch back to it, living on Tulsa time. Good, Andy. There I was in Hollywood, wishing I was doing good, talking on the telephone line. They don't need me in the movies and my song. Guess I'm just wasting time. And then I got to thinking, man, I'm really sinking. You know I had a flash this time. Well, I had no business leaving, and nobody would be grieving if I went back to Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Well, I know how I've been through it, 'cause I set my watch back to it. Living on Tulsa time. Come on, PK, play it now. Living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Well, I know how I've been through it, 'cause I set my watch back to it. Living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Well, I know how I've been through it, 'cause I set my watch back to it. Living on Tulsa time. All right. Hey, we got to do a song by David Allen Coe, one that he wrote for a guy by the name of Hank Williams. One called The Ride. I was thumbing through Montgomery. I had my guitar in my back when a stranger stopped beside me in an antique Cadillac. Oh, he was dressed like 1950, half drunk and hollow-eyed. He said, "It's a long walk to Nashville. Would you like to ride, son?" Well, I sat down in the front seat. He turned on the radio. Them sad old songs coming out of them speakers was solid country gold. Then I noticed the stranger was ghost white pale when he asked me for a light. I knew there was something strange about this ride. And he said, "Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings? And boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? 'Cause if you big stop bound, let me warn you, it's a long haul ride." Well, then he cried just south of Nashville. He turned that car around. He said, "This is where you get off, boy, 'cause I'm going back to Alabama." As I stepped out of that Cadillac, I said, "Mister, many thanks." He said, "You don't have to call me Mister, Mister. The whole world calls me Hank." He said, "Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings? And boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? 'Cause if you big stop bound, let me warn you, it's a long haul ride. If you big stop bound, let me warn you, it's a long haul ride." And he said, "Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings? Boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? 'Cause if you big stop bound, let me warn you, it's a long haul ride. If you big stop bound, let me warn you, it's a long haul ride."
think our dancers tonight, TR?
They are.
Well, we had no winners of the dance contest. You were giving away a 1957 Ford Fairlane hardtop convertible. We had no winners tonight. No winners in the secret dance
You
contest.
missed out.
Talk to you
Mike.
later.
Missed out. All right. Hey, we're going to do that Dirk Bentley song that he was talking about earlier. Here's a lot of leaving.
These old boots still got a lot of ground they ain't covered yet. There's at least another 1,000,000 miles under these old bus treads. So if you think I'm gonna settle down, I got news for you. Well, I still got a lot of leaving left to do. As long as there's a song left in this old guitar, this life I'm bound to lead ain't worth a faint of hearts. You won't fall for me, you know what's good for you. But I still got a lot of leaving left to do. But the Lord made me hard to handle. Loving me might be a long shot gamble. So before you go and turn me on, just be sure you can turn me loose. I still got a lot of leaving left to do. Girl, you look like you might be an angel, so I won't lie. Well, I could love you like the devil if you wanted me to tonight. We could talk about forever or a day or two, but I still got a lot of leaving left to do. But the Lord made me hard to handle. Loving me might be a long shot to gamble. So before you go and turn me on, just be sure you can turn me loose. I still got a lot of leaving left to do. I still got a lot of leaving left to do.
Whoa, Quarantine Tonight with Borderline. Oh, I'd say our audience is liking this. In fact, I know they are. Somebody said you're appreciated more than you know, and that says it all right there. And one of the things I like to tell people that perform on Quarantine Tonight is that there are so many people in our audience that, for all the right reasons, can't leave. They're inside, they're staying healthy, and they just don't want to get anywhere near what the virus could do to them. So to hear this music on here tonight, to have you guys from Central Nebraska, I walked out. Well, somebody was telling me that you needed 110 out in the parking lot, and I looked out there. Are you guys sleeping in that horse trailer out there?
Yeah.
All four of you?
Well, I think 2 of us tonight, but
I saw the Custer County plates,
Yeah.
so number 4 on there. Who's that, your trailer?
yep.
You guys must be a rodeo band.
We got living quarters in the front. We got heat, AC, table, whatever we need in there.
So how many of you guys are sleeping in the trailer?
I think just me and Andy. We got the 4-hour drive back. TK's daughter lives
In Wayne.
in Wayne.
In Wayne? All right, so
And,
you're going to go see her?
yeah,
And what's her name?
Professor Coons. She's over there.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Where are you staying tonight? They're going to kick you out?
Driving home
You're driving on how many hours? 4.5?
2 hours.
hour 45 by the time you get done. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Borderline. I'll make sure you get some 110 in there. Yeah, no problem. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. We've got a lot more to come up here. But first, let's check Mike's mailbag. We appreciate your letters. We've gotten a whole ton of them from last week. Encourage you to write one if you've got one. If you'd like to get on our mailing list, do that as well. Let's check Mike's mailbag. Some new graphics even. Look at that. Well, our first letter tonight comes from, let's see, Bloomfield. Hello, Ann. Thank you. I enjoyed Bill Crestile, the show, very much on October 12th. About 25 years ago, he was playing at the Beatrice, Nebraska Eagles Club. New Year's Eve dance. I hope you will have them on again. Funny story about that. Ann also put in her letter that he gave her like a scarf or something. She still has it, by the way. Thank you for all you're doing during this COVID-19 time. Well, thank you, Ann, for writing. Hope all is well in Knox County. Let's go to Osmond. Here's Arlene, and she says, I listen almost every day to your nightly music, and I am telling you about last week. It was very good. Thank you. It helps me relax before I go to bed. I do miss it, though, on Thursday and Friday. Well, good news, Arlene. In November, we're going to be doing a little bit more on Thursdays and Fridays, so you'll have a great month. And here's one from Dolores in Marysville, Kansas. Yes, our signal goes all the way down into northern Kansas. By the way, that is the black squirrel capital of the world, if you didn't already know that. I enjoy the show on TV. I like the variety. However, I like the polka music best. I also enjoyed the Duffy Bellarad Orchestra. There were a couple of songs that I haven't heard for years. Well, thank you, Dolores. We appreciate that so much, and we appreciate your letters. Invite you to send them to us at this address below, 214 North 7th Street in Norfolk, 68701. If you send us a letter, especially now, I'll get you on the list for that postcard that'll have all the bands on there as we get ready for what we hope is a huge fall season in November. All right, I'll tell you what, we're going to check the news. That forecast tomorrow, much warmer, but colder and snowy into the weekend. Our chief meteorologist, Jeff Fox, has all the details coming up in just a moment. All right, welcome back to Quarantine Tonight. Wednesday night, it's chilly, it's dark across Nebraska. This is our 117th show, and we are very fortunate tonight to have Borderline with some great music, getting huge, great comments all over the state of Nebraska. You're getting a few texts, aren't you? Anybody I need to know about down there?
Just a lot of friends are texting right now.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want me to go through some of those texts and respond on your behalf, I'd be happy to do it.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Borderline on News Channel Nebraska.
Put on my blue suede shoes and boarded the plane. Stepped out in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of a pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? I know I've got a first-class ticket, and I'm as blue as a man can be. And I'm walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off a bill. Walking in Memphis to really feel the way I feel. I saw the ghost of Elvis up on Union Avenue. I followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Security did not see him. They were gathered round the tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. And I was walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off a bill. Walking in Memphis, to really feel the way I feel. They got catfish on the table. They got borderline in the air. Reverend Flood, be glad to see you if you hadn't got a prayer. You got a prayer in Memphis. Muriel plays piano every Friday at the Hollywood. They call me up and ask me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, "Are you a Christian child?" I said, "Ma'am, I am tonight, walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off a bill, walking in Memphis, to really feel the way I feel." I put on my blue suede shoes and boarded the plane, stepped out in the land of the Delta Blues. In the middle of a pouring rain, stepped out in the land of the Delta Blues. In the middle of a pouring rain.
Thank you very much. Next song we're going to do is our patriotic song. It's a song that was written by some guys from Iowa and Kentucky by the name of Brasher Bogue, and I talked to them. They said we could do this song, and we've been doing it for about 5 years now, I think. So it's a good one. It's about God and country, and we're thankful we can sing about that in the world we live in today. So here's By God. By God, I'll pledge allegiance any dang where I want to. And you better believe my son will too. As for this war, it's hard to say for sure who's really right or wrong. And I'm feeling alright about being over on the side I'm on. By God. But if you're looking for a fight, by God, you found one. We can do it hand to hand, or brother, we can bring the big guns. I ain't afraid to die for what I believe in. I may go down swinging, but I'll still be standing by God. So I guess I'll keep this old cross here around my neck, next to Granddaddy's dog tags, like a shield to my chest. And I'll live and let you live, and brother, you can do the same for me. And when my time comes, no matter where I am, I know where I'll be. By God. And if you still want to fight, by God, you found one. We can do it hand to hand, or brother, we can bring the big guns. I ain't afraid to die for what I believe in. I may go down swinging, but I'll still be standing by God. Yeah, I know my devil and I know his strength. By God, I'll take on anything. You won't shut me up or test my faith. I know God still has a place around here. But if you still want to fight, by God, you found one. We can do it hand to hand, or brother, we can bring the big guns. I ain't afraid to die for what I believe in. I may go down swinging, but I'll still be standing by God. I may go down swinging, but I'll still be standing by God. By God, I'll pledge allegiance any dang where I want to. And you better believe my son will too. Thank you. Brasher Bogue, check him out.
Hey, this next one, the guy in the cowboy hat wrote. TR was blessed with a son who's the most wonderful young man I've ever met in my life. First 8 months of his life was spent in the ICU. TR wrote this song for him, and I am honored and proud to be doing it with him tonight. So thank you. Thank you. Here's ICU.
Well, I remember the night that you were born. That's the night that my faith was torn. I didn't feel like praying, but I still tried. There were bandages and breathing tubes, 8 long months in the ICU. The first time I held your tears filled my eyes. I see you trying to stay alive. I see you fighting to survive. You're growing up so fast, I can't believe. I see you running down the street. I see you chasing down your dreams. Everywhere I look, I see you. Oh, I see you. Hey, you were blessed with a mom that went above and beyond. Now you and her have a special bond. You're growing up to be such a tough little guy. Through all the hospital stays and medication, you know you're such an inspiration. For all you've been through, you amaze both she and I see you trying to stay alive. I see you fighting to survive. You're growing up so fast, I can't believe. I see you running down the street. I see you chasing down your dreams. Everywhere I look, I see you. Oh, I see you. Your mama's been beside you, even when I couldn't be. She held your hand and fought for you and gave up everything. It killed me not to be there with my new family, but someone had to pay the bills, and that someone was me. But when I was away from you, every time I closed my eyes, I see you fighting to survive. I see you trying to stay alive. You jump up so fast, I can't believe. I see you running down the street. I see you beating everything. Everywhere I look, I see you. Son, I see you. I see you. Goes out to Braxton. Thanks, buddy.
Well, the truth, well, it hurts to say. I'm gonna pack up my bags and I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna split, I can't stand it. I'm gonna give it up, you quit, ain't ever coming back. But before I get to going, I got to say, I know you used to love me, but that was yesterday. And the truth, I won't fight it. When the love starts burning, got to do what's right. I said, lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. More, 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 more. Lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. to say. I'm gonna pack up my bags and I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna split, I can't stand it. I'm gonna give it up and quit, ain't never coming back. But before I get to going, I got to say, there was a time, woman, when you used to shake it for me, but now all you do is treat me cruel. Ain't gonna take it no more, gonna walk out that door. I said, lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. More, 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 lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. No, no, no. Well, I waited for you almost every night. Oh woman, you don't treat me right. You're so cruel, I gotta let you go. You're so mean, girl, gonna walk on out that door. Said, lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. More, 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 lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. Oh, no, no, lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. More, 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 lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. Lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. No more, more, more. Lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more.
Mr. Terry King right there. Do a little White House real quick. So, long trip out from Callaway, we made it. Mike, I want to thank you for having us on, and everybody out there watching, thanks for everything. We got a lot of good comments coming through right now, and keep watching the show. It's going to be going on for a long time, and we'll hopefully see you again down the road. So we're going to do one more song here and get it back to Mike. Here's a little, it's a new guy in the red dirt business, a little Tyler Childers.
Early in the morning when the sun does rise, laying in the bed with bloodshot eyes. Late in the evening when the sun sinks low, that's about the time my rooster crows. I got women up and down this creek, keep me going and my engine clean. Run me ragged, but I don't fret, 'cause there ain't been none slow me down none yet. Keep me drinking that moonshine, get me higher than the grocery bill. Take my trouble to the high wall, throw them in a river and get your fill. We been sniffing that cocaine, ain't nothing better when the wind comes cold. Lord, it's a mighty hard living, but a dang good feeling to run these roads. I got people trying to tell me, Rick, keep this living and you'll wind up dead. Cast your trouble on the Lord of the Lord, wind up laying on the cooling board. Well, I got buddies up a White House Road, keep me strutting when my feet hang low. Right good whiskey gonna ease my pain. All this running gonna keep me sane. Get me drinking that moonshine. Get me higher than the grocery bill. Take my trouble to the high wall. Throw 'em in the river and get your fill. We been sniffing that cocaine. Ain't nothing better when the wind cuts cold. Lord, it's a mighty hard living, but a dang good feeling to run these roads. When you lay me in the cold hard clay, play them hymns till the guitar plays. Tell them ladies that they ought not frown, 'cause there ain't been none ever held me down. Lawman, women, or shallow grave, same old blues, just a different day. Get me drinking that moonshine. Get me higher than the grocery bill. Take my trouble to the high wall. Throw 'em in the river and get your fill. We've been sniffing that cocaine. Ain't nothing better when the wind cuts cold. Lord, it's a mighty hard living, but a dang good feeling to run these roads. It's a dang good feeling to run these roads. Yeah, dang good feeling to run these roads. Little White House Road, back to Mike.
Quarantine tonight with Borderline. These guys out of Callaway, Nebraska. Tell me more about that song about the ICU. I was trying to catch the whole story there. Braxton, his name?
Braxton's going to be 12 years old here on November 3rd, Election Day.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a fighter, man. He's a go-getter.
how'd you get to know Braxton?
Braxton's my son.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So your son was born.
Yep, he was born in Omaha at Nebraska Medical Center.
All right.
And born there and spent a lot of his life there. He's been there. He's had about 107 surgeries, I think.
Oh, my
But,
goodness.
But he's a go-getter, and he's
Is he
tough
like
as
that?
nails. And he actually sings that song.
He
with
does?
us. He comes out once in a while and sings
Oh.
that song, and so he couldn't come tonight because he's got school tomorrow.
Well, yeah. What school does he go to?
Callaway Public Schools.
Oh,
Yep.
awesome. He's doing good?
Yep, doing great.
What a neat song that is.
Thank you.
And, you don't think of it when you say ICU, but when you think about those letters, what it means, pretty powerful. You write that?
Yeah, me and a friend of mine, Joe Parson, wrote that one night.
Wow, you guys did that great.
Thank you.
Great
Thank
local. I tell you what, the other thing I have to do is we have to meet you over here with the overalls on. We have to meet you. Now, where do you live?
I live in North Loop.
All right, and where'd you pick up this nice-looking guitar?
I bought this. I had a fire in my shop, and my other one burned up.
Oh, goodness, when did that happen?
That was in 2006.
One thing about you musicians is you get a good instrument and you keep it for years, but that looks pretty nice. You're heading home tonight. How'd you get into music? What age were you?
I was 14 when I started playing in a band.
What town?
Well, I lived in Coatesville then, and we played.
Coatesville, where's that?
It's between North Loop and St. Paul.
Oh, wow, okay.
And we played at the Elba Club mostly, a town in between Coatesville and St. Paul.
Well, I'd say it worked out for you. That's pretty good. How'd you get hooked up with these guys?
There's a celebration in North Loop called Popcorn Days.
Oh, yeah.
And they played there last year, and I got up and played a song with them. And after the dance was over, I approached TR and told him if he ever needed a bass player, I was available. And he says, well, it just so happens I need a bass player. And
Here he is with his John Deere hat. Something tells me that hat's worth pretty expensive.
it's getting more expensive. Every show, it's
Well, hey, this is great. Borderline is the band tonight. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. More on Quarantine Tonight brought to you by the University of Nebraska Medical Center. We're going to take a quick break, but more with this band coming right up. Another hour ahead of us. Oh, that was a tough forecast. Tough forecast if you're watching that. Snow across the great state of Nebraska this weekend. Tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day across Nebraska, but things get a little uglier. And as you saw from Jeff Fox there, parts of Nebraska will see maybe 9 inches of snow. That seems wrong, doesn't it, before Halloween? I tell you what, we'll keep you up to date on that. Watch Jeff Fox. He'll have a brand new update coming for you in 30 minutes. And then again at 10 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Mountain tonight. We are enjoying Borderline tonight, putting on a great show. Let's just tell people a little bit about this band. If you're watching tonight, you like what you see, you like this music, where can they find out more about you?
Basically Facebook. Check out our Facebook page, Borderline.
Just Borderline. That'll get you there.
Yep, that should get you there. And we play almost every weekend. We put up where we're going to be that following week. We try and put it up at about the middle of the week. If it's a public event, we do some private events. So
where are you going this Friday, Saturday?
This Friday and Saturday, we are off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That'll be our first weekend off since about June, I believe. June 13th, we got started back. After the quarantine, after the COVID shutdown.
Sure.
Our last show would have been March 7th, and then we were off until June 13th, and I think this will be about our first weekend off.
And then where are you at the next weekend?
Halloween weekend, well, COVID strikes again, so our Saturday got canceled. Our Friday night will be at Worms, Nebraska, the Nightcrawler Bar. So costume contest, bring your costumes out there. It'll be a great time.
Worms, Nebraska. Yep. You don't hear that very often.
Nope, and it's the Nightcrawler Bar, so that's kind of
naturally.
Fun. Yep, great place.
Well, that's awesome. Check them out on Facebook. Go to Borderline. This country band is all over the great state of Nebraska, from Callaway, from central Nebraska. And they're going to do a little dust on the bottle. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Creole Williams lived down the dirt road, made homemade wine like nobody I know. Dropped by one Friday night, said, can you help me, Creole? Got a little girl waiting on me, and I want to treat her right. He said, I got what you need, son. It's a sitting down in the cellar. He reached through the cobwebs as he turned on the light and said, there might be a little dust on the bottom, but don't let it fool you about what's inside. There might be a little dust on the bottom, just one of those things that gets sweeter with time. He was sitting in the porch swing as I pulled up the driveway. My heart was racing as you climbed inside. Slide over real close as we drove down to the lake road to watch the sun fade in that big red sky. I reached under the front seat, said, here's something special. Just been waiting for a night like tonight. Oh, there might be a little dust on the bottom, but don't let it fool you about what's inside. There might be a little dust on the bottom, just one of those things that gets sweeter with time. You're still with me. We make some memories. After all these years, there's one thing I found. Some say good love, it's like a fine wine, keeps getting better as the days roll by. But there might be a little dust on the bottom, but don't let it fool you about what's inside. There might be a little dust on the bottom,
Just one of those things that gets sweeter with time. There might be a little dust on the bottom, but don't let it fool you about what's inside. There might be a little dust on the bottom, just one of those things that gets sweeter with time. Don't let it fool you. Hey, we're going to slow it down for just a little bit. So those of you at home that want to get close and dance, here's a little Jamie Johnson. Well, I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white and ain't real clear. Is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. But times were tough back in 35. That's me and Uncle Joe trying to survive a cotton farm in the Great Depression. Or if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. On this one here is taking overseas in the middle of hell, 1943. In the wintertime, you could almost see my breath. Oh, that was my tail gunner, old Johnny McGee. Was a high school teacher from New Orleans, and he had my back right through the game we left. And if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Yeah, pictures worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. This one is my favorite one. This is me and Grandma in summer sun, all dressed up the day we said our vows. You can't tell here, but it was hot that June. That rose is red and her eyes are blue, and just look at that smile. I was so proud. Well, that's the story of my life, right there in black and white. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Yeah, pictures worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. You should have seen it in color. All right. Hey, thanks for dancing. All right, we're going to kick it over to Mr. Terry King over there for a little classic rock. We haven't done any classic rock yet tonight, so here's a little Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Never remember things I don't know. Stopping out along where catfish fight, or walking along the river road at night. Barefoot girl dancing in her moonlight. I can hear the bullfrog calling me, saying, "Bud, wise." I wonder if my rope's still hanging to the tree. To keep my feet way down the shallow water, shoot like dragon, if I get back to mama, pick up a flat rock, skim it across Green River. Up at Cody's camp, I spent my day. Black-eyed riders and cross-town walkers. Old Cody Jr. took me over. Said you're gonna find the world is smoldering. If you're lost, come on home to Green River. Well, Green River, Green River, Green River, oh, Green River.
Mr. Terry King doing a great job on a little old classic rock tune. I got to give him heck about that. Here's a little Joe Diffie. 1, 2.
We were farm kids way down in Dixie, met in high school in the 60s. Everyone knew it was love from the start. One July in the midnight hour, he climbed upon a water tower, stood on a rail and painted a 10-foot heart. In John Deere green, Charlene in John Deere Green. I painted green, TK. In John Deere Green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob loved Charlene. In letters 3 foot high, and the whole town said that he should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene. In John Deere Green. John Deere Green. John Deere Green.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Welcome to Quarantine Tonight on News Channel Nebraska. It's just about time to water the band, I think. You guys are doing okay, aren't you?
We're great.
So what do we have here, cowboys or plowboys? Because you get to Custer County and it's a mix. Because I'm gonna peg you as a plowboy, right? Am I anywhere close?
No, carpenter.
Oh, there you go. Well, if you had to be on one side, I'd say row crop. All right, what about you over here?
Yeah, just cowboy mostly.
Yeah. Do you guys play a lot of rodeos?
We play some rodeos, yes.
What about the Burwell Big Rodeo?
We played that years ago. We used to play that every year, actually, when they had the Legion Club there. We haven't been there for a few years, but we played there probably 8 or 10 times.
Now, this guy doesn't have a vocal mic that I can see over here, but
And he does sing. He just doesn't sing very much. So.
Well, you've been with the band 19 years.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
How'd you hook up with this guy?
Well, I was between bands at the time. The band I was playing with then and was kind of coming to an end, and I went into Yana's Music in Kearney, and a guy that works in there who happened to be one of my guitar instructors, he told me about this band and that they were looking, and so
19 years ago, about 2001.
around 2000 or somewhere in that.
Yeah.
We don't get you up into these parts of the hinterlands. You Central Nebraskans don't veer toward where our undisclosed location very often, but it's nice to have
We
you.
just played a private party over in Hopkins, Nebraska.
Hoskins, Nebraska.
Hoskins. We played a private party over there just not too long ago.
Was it one of the Dolphins?
No.
They like to party over in Hoskins.
was a
The
good
laws
time.
don't work over there the same way they work anywhere else. They got their own rules in Hoskins.
Yep, it was
Was it
fun.
at Hoskins Manufacturing by chance?
Nope.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
just a private party we played for some people.
Was it in a red barn out in the country?
No, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, you can't go to Hoskins and not have a lot of fun, to be quite honest with you. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We've got another 40 minutes with this band right here on News Channel Nebraska. You're watching Quarantine Tonight. Boy, we got a great band tonight. We're watching Borderline, and this group is out of Callaway, Nebraska. They got a horse trailer in the parking lot, and a couple of them are sleeping in it tonight. I'm not making that up either. They got 110. But you tell me that's not just a horse trailer. That's actually really nice, like RV.
Yeah, we got living quarters in the front. We got beds and AC and heat and whatever we need.
Did you make that thing?
Yeah, we did.
Because when you look at it, it does look a lot like a horse trailer.
It's just an enclosed cargo trailer, yeah.
Yeah, but you got it all.
We got it decked out.
So, well, I was here, and somebody said, well, we got to run 110 to the horse trailer. I was
Yeah.
like, for what? And they said, well, they're sleeping in it. I said,
Whatever
well,
works. Do what you got to do.
Welcome to Custer County.
There you go.
We might have to introduce you to some of the locals here in just a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching from an undisclosed location, News Channel Nebraska's Quarantine Tonight with Borderline.
You know, I just tuned. And welcome to live TV, right?
That's what happens. We tune because we care, right? Do you know how that works?
I finally thought I was dead, man, and I heard this woman singing my song. Every 45 staring straight in my eyes, my tips started to rise. She was a long, cool woman in a black dress, behind that beautiful song. Just one look, I was a bad mess, 'cause that long, cool woman had it all. I saw her heading for the table like a long walking big black cat. My drummer said, I hope that you're able, boy, 'cause I'm telling you, she knows where it's at. Suddenly we heard a siren, and people, they all started to run, jumping out across the table. Then I heard somebody shooting a gun. Well, the D had a hold to my left hand, and she had a hold to my right. Well, I told her, don't be scared, 'cause you're gonna be spared. It'll never be forgiven if only gone living with a long, cool woman in a black dress, just to find that beautiful song. Just one look, I was a bad mess, 'cause that long, cool woman had it all. Had it all. Had it all. Had it all. Had it all, girl. Had it all. Had it all now.
Could be holding you tonight. Could stop doing wrong, start doing right. Well, I don't care about what you think. I think I'll just stay here and drink. Hey, putting you down on square, no deal. At least you know the way I feel. Take all the money left in the bank. I think I'll just stay here and drink. Hey, listen close and you can hear that loudly guitar screaming in my ear. No dang woman's gonna change the way I think. I think I'll just stay here and drink. Putting you down don't change a thing. As long as love ain't here, Mike don't wear no ring. His mind ain't nothing but a total blank. I think I'll just stay here and drink.
Come on, TK, say one for me now.
Listen close and you can hear that loudly guitar screaming in my ear. No dang woman's gonna change the way we think. I think I'll just stay here and drink. Thank you. Last night when I got home, about 10:30, it was a woman I thought I knew in the arms of another man. Well, I kept my cool, I ain't no fool. Let me tell you what happened then. I packed some clothes and I walked out, and I ain't going back again. So take a letter, Maria, address it to my wife. Say I won't be coming home, I gotta start a new life. Take a letter, Maria, address it to my wife. Send a copy to my lawyer, I gotta start a new life. You've been many things, but most of all, good secretary to me. And it's times like this I feel you'll always be close to me. Once I roamed through one night to try to build a good life. All work and no play just cost me a wife. So take a letter, Maria, address it to my wife. Say I won't be coming home, I gotta start a new life. Take a letter, Maria, oh, address it to my wife. Send a copy to my lawyer, I've gotta start a new life. Mr. Andy Martin. When a man loves a woman, it's hard to understand how she could find more pleasure in the arms of another man. Well, I never really noticed how sweet you are to me. Well, it just so happens I'm free tonight. Would you like to have dinner with me? Take a letter, Maria, address it to my wife. Say I won't be coming home, I gotta start a new life. Take a letter, Maria, oh, address it to my wife. Send a copy to my lawyer, I gotta start a new life. Send a copy to my lawyer, I gotta start a new life. Send a copy to my daughter, I gotta start a new life. Here's a little Casey Donahue by request back there. Stockyard, it's my backyard. That's where I grew up. It's where I drank my first beer and cried my first tear on the corner of North and Main. Down on the bricks of Exchange, I felt so strange. She reached out and gave me a kiss. In the shadow of downtown, I hung around to find me a gold buckle queen. The stockyard, it's my backyard. That's where I grew up. If you're down in the chutes, twirling the loops, the Cadillac is probably your spot. Man, it's cowboy hats and cowboy cats as far as the eye can see. And I'll be coming back real soon to the Longhorn Saloon so Alex can pour me beer. And
the stockyard. It's my backyard. That's where I grew up. If you're down on a chase, I know a place. William Roberts will surely suffice. If you're not sure, just drink one more. She'll look better, I swear. 'Cause I was given birth in South Fort Worth. That's where I lived and died, in the stockyard. It's my backyard. That's where I grew up. Not sure where you are, it could be TR's. I've been lost there myself. 2 steps from my pillow, 1 stop Armadillo. I stopped off the bow around in the stockyard. It's my backyard. That's where I grew up. It's where I drank my first beer and cried my first tear on the corner of North and Main, in the stockyard. It's my backyard. That's where I grew up. Harold Casey Donahue by request, like I said, from people in the studio. Thanks for the request. We appreciate it. Here's a little Bart Crow for you. I said you were standing with your arms around me, but I don't feel you. It's kind of like a dream. And then you walked out with another, though my jaw hit the floor. It's kind of like a dream. I said, little angel, with the bottle, I don't love you anymore. You spent some time out with the devil, but you don't hurt me anymore. Yeah, I waste my time, I waste my money on a broken dream, but you wouldn't wear my ring. Baby, give me back my ring. One day you look back, baby, when you're all alone, and wonder to yourself, just where in the heck did I have gone? And I'll be down the road like 1,000 times before, and you'll be sitting at home with your jaw on the floor. I said, little angel, with the bottle, I don't love you anymore. You spent some time out with the devil, but you don't hurt me anymore. Yeah, I waste my time, I waste my money on a broken dream, but you wouldn't wear my ring. Baby, give me back my ring. Little anymore. You spend some time out with the devil, oh, but you don't hurt me anymore. I said, little angel with a bottle, I don't love you anymore. You spend some time out with the devil, oh, but you don't hurt me anymore.
All right, thanks for that. We do have a request from the phone here. The phone line requested some Waylon Jennings, so we're going to do a little. Sure enough. Yeah, sure enough. Let's do some Rose in Paradise. Go ahead. We have to retune the guitar for this one. It's a drop D song, so he's going to drop his D down, then we'll do it. Big influence on us would be Waylon and Merle and all them guys. So got to do one for Waylon. They got the back door open. It's blowing cold air right in his guitar strings.
She was a flower for the taking. Her beauty cut just like a knife. Oh, he was a banker for making. Swore he'd love her all his life. He bought her a mansion on a mountain with a formal garden and a lot of land. Paradise became her prison. That Georgia banker was a jealous man. And every time he talks about her, you can see the fire in his eyes. You'd say, I would walk through hell on Sunday to keep my rose in paradise. He hired a man to tend the garden, keeping on her while he was gone. Some say they ran away together. Some say the gardener left alone. Now the banker is an old man, and the mansion's crumbling down. He sits all day and stares at the garden. Not a trace of her was ever found. And every time he talks about her, you can see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, I would walk through hell on Sunday to keep my rose in paradise. There's a rose out in the garden. Its beauty cuts just like a knife. They say it even grows in the wintertime and blooms in the dead of the night.
for you right there. Thanks for the request. We appreciate it, y'all. Gonna do a little Chris Jansen right now. Well, I ain't rich, but I damn sure wanna be. Working like a dog all day ain't working for me. I wish I had a rich uncle that kicked the bucket and I was sitting on a pile like old Warren Buffett. I know everybody says money can't buy happiness, but it can buy me a boat, or it can buy me a truck to pull it. It can buy me a Yeti 110 I stand with some silver bullets. Yeah, I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Maybe so. Well, it can buy me a boat. They call me redneck, white trash, and blue collar. Well, I could change all that if I had a couple $1 million. I keep hearing that money's the root of all evil, and you can't fit a camel through the eye of a needle. I know that's probably true, but it sure sounds pretty cool. And it can buy me a boat, or it can buy me a truck to pull me. You can buy me a Yeti 110 I stand with some silver bullets. Yeah, I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Maybe so. Or they can buy me a boat to float down on the water with a beer. I hear the Powerball out sitting on 100 million. Well, that could buy me a brand new ride of red. Or it could buy me a boat. It could buy me a truck to pull it. It could buy me a Yeti 110 I stand with some silver bullets. Yeah, I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Maybe so. Or it can buy me a boat. Yeah, I know what they say, money can buy everything. Maybe so. Or it can buy me a boat. You can buy me a boat. Yeah. Let's do a little Chris Stapleton, Tennessee. Yeah, we're going to do some Chris Stapleton. By request, off the phone line over here.
Is that right?
Yep, we got all kinds of requests tonight right here. Just text them in. We're going to do a little Chris Stapleton tune. This is one TK does on a rare occasion.
I used to spend my night in a barroom. Liquor was the only love I've known. But you rescued me, girl, from reaching the bottom. Brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I get stoned on your hook all the time. Look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle always dry. when you poured out your heart to me, girl, oh, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Come on, TK. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Mr. Terry King right there. Great job, buddy. Great job. All right. We got time for one more song. We're going to do one more song. Here's a little Florida Georgia line in the night. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and checking it out. Come back and see them again next week. They're going to have 3 more shows next week and then 5 nights a week, right, guys? So come check them out. It's a great program. It's a great thing they're doing. Thank you, and come check us out sometime. We're all over the place, so we'll see you down the road, y'all. Baby, you a song, you make me want to roll my windows down and cruise. Well, the first time I saw a bikini top on her, she's popping right out of the South Georgia walk. But oh, Lord, she had them long tan legs, couldn't help myself, so I walked up and said, baby, you a song, you make me want to roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blow a stop sign through the middle, every little farm town. With you and this brand new Chevy with a lift kit would look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. Baby, you a song, you make me want to roll my windows down and cruise. She was sipping on Southern and singing Mossy Tucker. She's falling in love in the sweetheart of summer. She hopped right up into the cab of my truck and said, fire it up, let's go get this fixed up. Baby, you a song, you make me want to roll my windows down and cruise
sun fell to its knees. I looked at her and she looked at me. I turned on those KC lights and drove all night, 'cause it felt so right. Her and I, man, it felt so right. I put it in park and grabbed my guitar and strummed a couple chords and sang from the heart. Girl, you sure got the beat in my chest bumping. Girl, I can't get you out of my head. Baby, with song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop sign through the middle of every little farm town. But you, baby, with song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop sign through the middle of every little farm town. With you and this brand new Chevy with a lift kit would look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. Baby, with song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. Roll my windows down and cruise. Good night, Nebraska.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Mike.
Wow, I tell you what, borderline getting it done tonight on News Channel Nebraska. You guys just did awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
So many of our viewers appreciate it, and you don't know how much it means to people that watch this show that you guys drove, some of you, 4.25 hours to get here. We appreciate it. And you might not know this, but I think if they knew how many people were watching, it would you can't see that on the TV, can you?
Yeah, no, but that's
just,
all right. We don't
It's just
care.
us on the cameras, but it's just a wonderful gift they've given us tonight. Thanks for watching. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. Of course, we're brought to you by the University of Nebraska Medical Center. To our camera operators, of course, our sound crew here tonight. We appreciate everybody being here, and you, by the way. We're going to take a break. We'll be back next Monday with the Keniston Family Band. We've got the Polka Police on the 27th. It's 10 o'clock. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.